Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about how to interview real people as part of your research for your TV or film project. This is a really great way to get information. Quite often, when people that I've talked to are working on a screenplay or a TV episode, and there's something to find out in terms of something that's researchable, we'll do what we always do, which is go to books, go to the internet, maybe go to Chat GPT, ask Google some questions, and all of those things are fine. But there's something really special about talking face to face with a real person who lives in the world that you're trying to portray in your script, on screen, in your play, in your screenplay, whatever it is. And I really recommend interviewing regular people in a profession to get some inside scoop into character and storyline and the atmosphere that you're trying to create. And there are 5 steps that I think are really essential in terms of reaching out to those people and how to do that interview in a really good way. And we're going to talk about that today because I think it can really help you in your writing life. The first thing, number 1 of 5, is to find these folks. Sometimes that may not be easy, but you can ask family and friends, people you know, or acquaintances who are in these professions if you're looking for a lawyer or a doctor or a fireman. But you can also ask those people who you know whether they know those people and find out some sort of connection to those people by a little 6 degrees action. You can also connect with organizations that do this, as part of their mission. There's an organization called Hollywood Health and Society here in LA that is out of USC, and that they do this sort of thing. They connect writers with experts. And I've certainly used them several times, and many TV shows that have done that, TV shows I've been on, TV shows I haven't been on, and it's a really great resource. So maybe there is an organization like that in your area, or maybe you can reach out to Hollywood Health and Society, or maybe you can find other spaces that do the same thing, and that could be a way to find that expert to help you with your script. So that's number 1, find them. Number 2 is to be there prepared, to prepare with questions and be specific. I actually spoke to somebody who I worked with at Hollywood Health and Society, and they said that the interviews that I've done were more specific and more prepared than most writers usually are. So in the spirit of not wasting anyone's time, I really support you in getting really specific as to what you want. Sometimes what I want, there are a number of options. Sometimes what I want is a specific take on a particular scene. And I might show that scene to the person who is a doctor, lawyer, fireman, and ask them, am I getting the jargon right? Is there more I should think about here? Do the characters act like the people in your profession? What other considerations are there? All those sorts of things. So I might show a scene, I might ask specific questions, I might talk about jargon, I might talk about some of the things that are going on today as opposed to historically, and I might hear about some things that have been happening just lately in the profession, which might lend a specific kind of authenticity to my script. All of those questions, anything I can do in a really specific way, is really going to be a boon to my work. And I really support you in doing that and being as specific as possible in any way you can think of that might allow the person to give you some sort of rich flavor that they wouldn't ordinarily give and that your script wouldn't ordinarily have. The third thing, of course, is to take notes. You can do this, of course, by hand, which I love to do. I love to type. I love to write it on a, on a tablet or that sort of thing. Are among the ways I like to take notes. But of course, there's AI these days, and if people are fine with you recording them, AI can take notes, or you can save the recording for later. All of those things become really specific, especially if you are dealing with a medical world or a legal world or a police world, and you want to use specific kinds of terminology that those people use. You want to get those terms right and really understand how they can be used in dialogue. Number four, which I always do after I go through all of my questions, is to ask for other resources. These are the people who may say, this is a great movie to watch. Here's a fantastic documentary. Here's a recording to watch. Here's a book to read. This thing really captures what we do. Or this TV show or film that is a feature or, a dramatic or comic series really seems to capture the flavor of what we do and it's worth watching. Those things you really ought to ask about. And you really ought to take note when those people tell you something does their world in an authentic and specific and clear way. Number five is the thing that I'm saying all the time about so many things, and that is to thank them. All of these people, either they're volunteering their time for you, they get paid by an organization perhaps, or whatever, they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart or not. It's really worth thanking them for their time. And that might be an email if you have their email address. It might be a card if you can send them a card. Even if you have to, in the case of some of these agencies that match us with these experts, do it through the agency if you don't have their direct contact and say, please forward this thank you note to this person so that they know how much I got and appreciated out of what they had to share. And that is it. Those are 5 ways to be really clear about what you want when you're interviewing a real person to enhance your script. Give this video a thumbs up if you dug it. Put any comments and questions in the space below. Subscribe to this channel because I put brand new videos up every single week. And of course, go to yourcreativelife.com where you can find out everything that I do, soup to nuts, how I can help writers like you move ahead in the writing world. You can sign up for our free newsletter, which comes out once a month. Check out the Secret Writer podcast, which is also linked to the yourcreativelife.com page. And come back here next week for a brand new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.